think about what Angel City is and what we're building, sort of a core fundamental level is about creating a community and a sense of belonging.
What Angel City Sports does for people, it gives them hope, because you don't have to be broken. Actually, let's celebrate our differences. Let's see how much we can do with what we have. And Angel City Sports is a huge part of that. And I am so grateful for them. I cannot tell you the number of vets and kids that I meet throughout the year that say, oh, I went to the Angel City games. And I'm like, yes.
I love Angel City Sports because they give the opportunity for kids and adults even like me to like be a part of this world, to just dive into adaptive sport and to be able to like dip your foot into like other sports, you know?
Nice. Push.
You know, the community that we've been able to establish throughout the Angel City Games and the way that we've been able to connect together, I think is something so very important. I love seeing the enthusiasm. I love seeing the joy in all the participants' eyes.
We all have that ability to unleash the champion within. And the way we do that is getting out of our comfort zone, is trying new things. So it's going to events like Angel City Sports.
Angel City Sports is a pathway for people like me and others that are not like me to really come together and have a unique experience and find a community that they might not have accessibility to.
The Angel City Games is doing, and what Angel City Sports is doing is fantastic, because I know that I've often thought how much further along I could have been had I known about adaptive sport.
You know, your disability doesn't have to be a limitation. Your disability is just an opportunity to achieve in a different way that we may not always see at the first time.
Being part of Angel City Sports it's just been amazing.
I can only say thank you to Angel City Sports.
I love Angel City Sports.
Wow, what a beautiful way to get this party started with an excellent showcase of the Angel City community. Hello and welcome to the closing ceremony, the grand finale of the 6th annual Angel City Virtual Games presented by the Hartford. I'm John Register, and back as your host to celebrate the 3 epic weeks of sport, special events, and connection we've enjoyed this summer. Connection. That is what these games were all about. This summer, we had over 400 participants from 39 states and 11 countries. Paralympians from all over the globe shared their expertise. Veterans from every branch of the military joined in, and together we made the best out of a very tough summer. I've seen creativity like never before throughout the virtual games this summer. From shooting scratch paper into a strainer, using a small cutting board as a table tennis racket, and even broomsticks as workout equipment. I was mesmerized. So let's give it up for all the fantastic coaches and the Paralympians who shared their creativity with us. It really does show that we can adapt, and we will adapt, and together we can get through anything. I'd like to take a moment to thank the Hartford for making this all possible for us, really. As the presenting sponsor of the Angel City Virtual Games, they empower youth and adults with disabilities to achieve amazing things by making adaptive equipment and sports more accessible. Additionally, I'd also like to thank Adaptive Apps, whose mission is to design and develop apps to assist people with visual, hearing, or physical impairment and make the digital world more inclusive. The platform they created for us was exceptional, and I hope you all will continue to stay connected with your coaches and peers on it and in the future. This year was special for us for many reasons. One being that a handful of new sports were introduced, which is really exciting because for all of those who don't know, Angel City plans to bring every summer Paralympic sport to their games before the Paralympic Games are here in Los Angeles, California in 2028. That is a massive vision, but if anyone can do it, it is the Angel City team. Go team, go team! With that, this year the virtual games offered 2 new sports that are specifically for athletes with low or no vision. goalball, and judo. These two sports and so many other activities throughout the summer would have not been possible without the support of Wayfinder Family Services. We are honored by our partnership and excited to continue to incorporate more sports for athletes with visual impairments in the future. I'd like to introduce Jay Allen, Chief Operating Officer of Wayfinder Family Services, to just share a few words with us. Take it away, Jay.
Hello, Angel City Games. My name is Jay Allen. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Wayfinder Family Services. I want to start and take this opportunity to first thank the amazing Clayton Frecht for his partnership and vision that aligns so well with us here at Wayfinder. Angel City and Wayfinder are really about equity and access. When Wayfinder was founded back in 1953, it was really about giving opportunities and joy for kids that were blind. And isn't that what these games are about? It is, but it also goes deeper. We know that simply competing in these games gains confidence and self-esteem that will be used to overcome future challenges. And it's what makes these games, I think, that much more special. This was the first year for so-called blind sports, including something called goalball. It was the first time this year. I was so excited also for judo that not only did it benefit the visually impaired folks that competed, but a lot of other folks joined in as well. We were thrilled to hear that. There was something called the goalball gauntlet that gave the opportunity for kids that were blind to compete along with Paralympic medalists, which is really a unique opportunity and a real benefit of these games, and we're grateful for it. And I don't need to tell you, this happened all during a pandemic, which makes it very, very special. I want to thank the sponsors and volunteers that made all of this possible despite the many challenges. The event truly embodies the spirit of Paralympics, adapting and discovering the best within ourselves, no matter what. I'm in awe of each and every one of the athletes that competed, your role models for all of us. Even with this pandemic, you could have shown the world what grit, resilience, and adaptation to a new normal looks like, and we need that more than ever, and we thank you for that. I'm humbled by all of you and look ahead to being able to come together in person next year, and I thank you so much, athletes, for leading the way. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Jay. One thing that's been so unique about the virtual games this summer is that athletes and allies, friends, family members, sponsors, and volunteers have had a chance to learn about and try these sports. I think that it's really special because it allows for more people to become familiar and educated around adaptive sports and disability in general. It's so important, especially now, that we all come together and support and respect one another. It's especially impressive because over 300 allies participated throughout the summer. And this is how the movement grows. With 21 days of fun throughout the last few months, I know there were so many people who contributed to make this event possible for us. Now I'd like to hand it over to the director of this magical event for the second year in a row, Camille Mall Connect. Crowd goes wild. Camille, Camille, Camille.
Thank you, John. It certainly has been an amazing summer. There are so many people to thank for making this all possible. Our gold sponsors, the Foundation for Global Sport Development, Mar Vista Entertainment, Citibank, and Gold Means Golden. None of this would be possible without you. And the same goes for our silver sponsors, Shannon Fabrics, Move United, Microsoft, Bank of California, the Capital Group, the Hanger Foundation, and Wayfinder Family Services. With these exceptional companies and the support from our bronze sponsors, Friends of Angel City, partner orgs, all of you, we've been able to accomplish our lofty goal of creating 3 unique weeks of sports, special events, and community building activities. And it most definitely has been a group effort. Our Angel City staff is small, but oh so mighty. And I'd like to take a second to thank our team, Anna Rekoff, Stacy Schlesinger, Sarah Bakshian, and Samantha Bosco for all of your determination and perseverance this summer. Finally, everybody put some love in the chat for all of the volunteers that made this happen. the medical team, the producers in every single session, anyone who sent a text, email, call to encourage someone to participate, our Angel City Games leadership team. We could not have done it without you all, and we are so grateful. Now, I'd like to hand it off to our fearless leader, the man who built Angel City and has already impacted countless lives. We are so grateful for his vision, and I'm honored to work with him, our CEO and founder, Clayton Freck.
Hello, everyone. So excited to be here at the closing ceremonies of the 2020 Angel City Virtual Games presented by the Hartford. It's been an amazing 3 weeks. It's been an incredible summer. I hope you all enjoyed the amazing programming that our team has put together. You know, as we wrap up this event, it makes me kind of nostalgic for where we've been. And it's really cool to think that in 2013, over 7 years ago, this was just a dream hatched on the track at the Endeavor Games. And in 2014, we found a facility partner in UCLA and got sort of serious about planning. And then in 2015, we launched the Angel City Games. And honestly, since then, it's just been, we've been building. And I want you to know we're not done yet. We've got big plans and big dreams. We want to serve thousands, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of athletes. We want the games, as John mentioned, have all summer Paralympic sports and be maybe the largest sporting event in the world. I mean, why not? We can do this. If there's sports that aren't being developed or areas in the country that don't have anything, we'll do everything in our power to solve those problems and create new opportunities for athletes. And when I also think about what we've done, I think about why. Why do we do this? Well, first of all, it's really complicated to figure out adaptive sports on your own. I mean, imagine trying to pick a sport without having partners or organizations like Angel City around. How do you even begin to think about what sport you would want to try? And then if you wanted to develop in that sport, equipment, coaching, facilities, it's just so complicated. So what we do is we put it all together and we make it free and simple and really easy and accessible for everyone. But more importantly than the sport and just getting people active and healthy is creating a sense of belonging, creating a community and a sense of being home, a place where you're appreciated and valued for exactly who you are. And when I think about this community and what we've accomplished this summer, I'm most proud of the fact that we dedicated the games to the memory of Angela Madsen, my dear friend of many, many years. She was a Paralympian, a veteran, a coach, a mentor, a friend to so many people in our community and beyond the adaptive sports community. And if you don't know her story, Google it because it's amazing. But she was rowing by herself from LA to Hawaii this summer, and a couple months ago in June, she passed away about halfway through the journey on her 60th birthday. So, we've had a lot of special moments throughout the games to sort of honor her. And, for me, I just miss her so much because I remember she just attended everything we did. So she was like the grandmother that was with us everywhere we were. So I know she's in my heart and hopefully in everyone's hearts. Her courage and her resilience will live on. So thank you to Angela for all of the great memories we've got, and our love goes out to Deb and the family. Going forward today, it's my honor to share sort of the highlights of the game, some of our favorite moments. Hold on to your hats. Take care. Thanks.
Angel City Sports.
To give their best no matter what. If you have a disability, you have anything that goes on in your life, if you're different in any way, to embrace that uniqueness.
Keep punching. Punch it out faster. You guys can go faster than that. Come on, you guys can go faster than that. Don't time it, don't pace it. Leave it all out on the floor. Let's go. Punch it out, 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 punch it out. Come on, you're animals, let's go.
It's the 6 inches between our ears and what's behind our rib cage that dictate what we're capable of.
Matt said that shooting is the most important thing in the game, but for me it's defense. But shooting is definitely. Who's with me? Trey?
I'm with you, yeah.
Oh yeah, Trey's defense is crazy, crazy good because he's like the fastest guy in the world. So
You can't win with no points.
you can score 1 point and then play the best defense ever for the rest of the game. But you could just score and they score and you score and they score and it's just ridiculous.
Way and then this way. So do this over your head.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Just try and focus on the strengths you do have and build on those.
Whatever you want to do with your life, whatever direction you want to go, it's up to you. It's in your hands.
You really do just have to kind of like not take no for an answer, like keep trying.
Push your limits for sure. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone and test things out. And try things that you think you might not be able to do.
We have the power to write the rest of our stories.
They call me a dreamer, a hoper, it's true. With a dream so gigantic, just see what I'll do. What is this gigantic dream, you say? I'll tell you, it started one sunshiny day.
What a fantastic recap. I know those were just some of the memorable moments you have all experienced this summer. Thank you, Clayton, for sharing your journey and your vision with us. The future really is bright, and this is only the beginning. Now, speaking of the future, we have a very special guest with us here tonight, President of the International Paralympic Committee, Andrew Parsons. Andrew has been involved in the Paralympic movement for almost 20 years, and he appreciates the work we are doing to grow the movement here in the United States ahead of LA 2028. We are excited to hear his latest thoughts on the delayed Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games, now 2021, and maybe a little bit more on Paris 2024 and LA 2028. Take it away, Andrew.
Thank you, John. It's such an honor to be with you all this evening. As John mentioned, I'm Andrew Parsons. I'm the president of the International Paralympic Committee. As president of the IPC, I was heavily involved in the discussions surrounding the postponement of the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. First and foremost, I would like to recognize all of the amazing Paralympians who supported Angel City this summer. I cannot imagine the mental and emotional toll of postponement, and I commend you for taking this summer to support the athletes of the future with these virtual games. You are the epitome, you are the embodiment of the Paralympic spirit, and passing that on to the next generation is the strongest impact you can make. Last Monday, we celebrated the 1 year to go to the opening ceremony of the Paralympic Games in Tokyo 2020. And I do believe, I'm optimistic, I'm positive that we will be all together next year in a little less than 1 year time celebrating this opening ceremony. And this opening ceremony will be a symbol that we have left this difficult situation, this pandemic crisis behind us. Therefore, I encourage you all to not dwell on what has gone differently or what has been cancelled for you this year. The Tokyo Games were postponed. Now our athletes have another year to become better, faster, stronger. Yes, the Angel City Games this year were virtual, but you had, instead of 4 days, 21 days. So we need to look and focus on the positive side of things, as Paralympians do. They don't have time to focus on what does not work in their body. They maximize what does work. And I think that's the message to everyone around the world and those who have attended the Angel Games this year. Let's maximize what is in our control. Let's make the best in whatever we do, but in the things that we can control, the things we can contribute to, and not focus on the things that are absolutely beyond our control. It's so important to have opportunities like the Angel City Games because it gives athletes of every age and every ability a chance to break barriers and prove themselves and others that we are all capable of anything if we put our minds and hearts into it. To celebrate adaptive sport and this community with individuals participating from over 39 states in 11 countries, including my own, Brazil, in such a unique way, this summer is a testament to the human spirit. And I applaud you all for participating. As we look towards the future, I'm so confident in the growth of the Paralympic movement because of organizations like Angel City Sports. It's incredible to think that we are celebrating 1 year to go to Tokyo. We have 4 years to Paris. And we have 8 years to the Los Angeles 2028 Paralympic Games. The games in LA, the games in US will be absolutely fantastic. It's a market that we still have to have a stronger presence on. So I'm sure, absolutely sure, the athletes who took part in the Angel City Games this year, as youngsters, will be competing for medals at the LA Games in 8 years' time. I don't have any doubt that if today we are meeting virtually, in 8 years' time we will be together in the different venues across Los Angeles, across LA, South California, in the US, celebrating the Paralympic spirit once more. I encourage you all to keep focusing on that. I encourage you all to look for the future with hope because we will defeat this pandemic all together as humankind, as human beings. It was a great honor to me to be part of this closing ceremony. I look forward to be with you all in person in, let's say, in a few months' time. I would love to visit LA once more in the preparations for what will be the best Paralympic Games ever in 8 years' time. And the Paralympics in LA will mean so much for every US citizen. And because of the effect in the US, it will mean a lot to the whole world. Thank you very much. Hope to be with you again in person next year in the next edition of the Angel City Games. Thank you very much. Let's celebrate this wonderful evening, and I hope to be with you all very soon. All the best.
Hey, beautifully said, Mr. Parsons, and thank you so much for being with us here tonight. I cannot think of a better way to end tonight's closing ceremony. Looking forward to Tokyo 2021 and beyond. Again, I'd like to thank the Hartford, the presenting sponsor of the 2020 Angel City Virtual Games, Adaptive Apps, and all of the sponsors, the donors, allies, volunteers, and most of all, you, the athletes, for participating in this year's virtual games. Now, we have one more exciting event planned, starting in just a few minutes. Live from Ibiza, we will have a DJ dance party hosted by actress Ava Cantrell. So go get your dancing shoes and let's celebrate the incredible community we have in style. I'm your host, John Register. It's been so much fun to be a part of these virtual games with you. I've been so pleased to be with you, and I hope to see you all again in person next year. Mask up, stay safe, and stay active. See you all in 2021. Thanks, everybody. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let's get this.
It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity.